Hey everybody, welcome back to Suburbs of Seattle. I'm your host Andrey Gulyy and I am so excited for this video. Before we get started, please hit that subscribe button so that you can stay up to date on all the latest videos I'll be putting out. And first and foremost, I am a real estate agent. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, I don't care, anywhere in the country, I can connect you with somebody. If you're looking to buy or sell a home here in Washington, I got you. Hit me up, my number is down below, shoot me a call or a text. But let's get started, guys. Whew. Okay, let's talk Airbnb. I personally have been doing Airbnb for over, what is it now, like 5 years, I think. Started off with my first rental down in Vancouver, Washington, and ended up buying a condo here in Renton, and I've helped a ton of clients over the last 7 years almost buy short-term rentals as well. So I know quite a bit about them. I know quite a bit about how to manage and profit off of them. And today I wanted to give you a general outlook on what to expect when you are trying to buy and own and run an Airbnb. So let's get going. First of all, I want to say all links will be in the description. Links to sign up to Airbnb, links to sign up to other really important websites that I'll be talking about. Please click the links. I do get a little bonus if you guys use my link. And of course, only click on them if you feel like I really added value to you. So let's get going. First off, when you're thinking about buying a short-term rental, there's a few key things you have to figure out. Number one is financing, right? The average investment property will require 20% down from your lender. If you find a lender that's willing to take less than 20% down from you, please call me and give me their number. I'd love to connect with them. Anyways, so 20% down is a good average. Now, what happens if you don't have the money? Maybe you only have 10% or 15%, whatever the case is. If you do take money from somebody, right, as a gift fund or borrowing or whatever, you have to make sure that that money sits in your account for a 60-day period before you can use it, okay? And then you can start looking at properties and writing up offers. But once you got your financing figured out, okay, there's a few key things that you have to look for to identify what type of property will even work in my location, right? We have to do some market research. And how you do that is by going on, and the link is in the description, my AirDNA link, okay? You have to go there and you have to start looking. Now, let me back up. When you click on the AirDNA link in my description, it is a paid service. You have to buy out your city that you're interested in. So say, for example, maybe you're in Florida, you're looking at Sarasota or Clearwater, right? You have to buy out that city to get data from that city. Prices could range anywhere from $40 a month to $14 a month, whatever the case is. Click on it. It's worth every single penny for you to know what you're doing. Your first step after you go on AirDNA is you're gonna go in the top properties category for that city. And you're gonna look, what are the top properties doing in this city? How much are they making? You can see that, here in Tacoma, I'll upload some screenshots. You can see properties making $80,000, $120,000. So those numbers are great, but what you really have to look out for is, where's the property located? Okay, is it on the water? Is there something special about this property, right? You have to identify, the style of the property. For instance, in Florida, houses in Florida that might be attractive are different than houses here that would be attractive to somebody who's looking to come and stay at an Airbnb, right? You think Florida, you think beach, you think beachy vibes, you think maybe houses with palm trees and kind of that beachy theme going to it, right? Here in our neck of the woods, on the western side of the country, you have, for example, Tacoma, you have 100-year-old homes all over Tacoma. And people go for them because it gives an old world charm kind of perspective, right? People love that. It's unique. One of my clients who purchased an Airbnb like 4 or 5 years ago, one of the cool things at their Airbnb is they have the original door from the home out on their deck as a decor piece, right? I think it's close to 120 years old. And it's just for decor, right? They have a normal door on the doorway. Anyways, so, right? You have to identify what type of property is most desired in that area. Now, another type of property, I think virtually anywhere is desired, is a modern home. I'm talking brand new. You got the newest floors there, the newest appliances, it's decked out. You got the high-tech, TVs, gaming systems, all of that fun stuff, right? Who doesn't love feeling rich for a day? Okay, or 2 or 3, right? And especially when families come, they split down. Your nightly rates of $300-400 a night seem pretty cheap, when it's quite a few people in the home. I'll tell you how to avoid parties later. Anyways, so you have to understand what type of property is desired. Okay, that's step 1. Step 2, understand the numbers. How much can you expect to make off of that property? On AirBnB, all the numbers will be broken down. You can see occupancy rates, how many days out of the month you should be expecting to be booked. You can see nightly rates, season over season. You can see all of that information. It's really great. Click the link in my bio, sign up, buy the zip code that you're interested in. Heck, I buy them all the time all over Washington for clients when I'm looking to do market research for them. So if you're looking to buy here, I can do that for you as well. Anyways, after you understand your gross amount, how much you can expect roughly to make, right? Your next step is to do some numbers. You go to your lender and you say, hey, how much is it gonna cost me for a $500,000 home? The lender's like, I'm throwing out numbers here, $2,500 a month, for example. You're like, great, okay, $2,500 a month, times that by 12 months throughout the year. Okay, let's do the math. $2,500 a month times 12 months, 30 grand a year. And then you can see properties in Tacoma, you can see a ton of them making, 50, 60, 70,000 a year. You're looking at roughly a $20, $30, $40, $50,000 profit, minus expenses, yes, but you can get a good picture to understand what you are roughly looking at. Now, when you understand what the numbers are, you can start attacking and trying to find a property, right? Start writing up offers. Based off of the houses in the top category section, you can try to find a house with your realtor that looks like one of those houses, right? Why reinvent the wheel when you can just rip off and duplicate it? Pretty simple, right? So try to find a house similar to those homes. Now, I'm not talking about like, oh, if your house is a little bit off, it's not gonna work. No, but somewhat similar. Maybe it's a 100-year-old home. Both have some charm to it. Or both are somewhat modern. Or maybe you can see your home might need 20 grand to kind of look like this top property home. Expect that as an expense, right? To remodel it, to make it look like this one. Now, as far as furnishing goes, I'll include a free PDF in the link as well on what it takes to furnish a property. And roughly you can expect for a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bathroom house, you can expect anywhere from $13,000 to $15,000 to fully furnish your home. This should be a cost that you expect in addition to the down payment and in addition to closing costs. So if you take a property, for example, of $500,000, right? 20% down is 100 grand. Add $15,000 for furnishing, you're at 115, and add another 10 for closing costs, so 125, right? If your property is $500,000. If your property is $300,000, obviously it's going to be less. But these are expenses that you should expect when getting into the short-term rental game. Another key thing that you have to acquire is a great resource for a cleaning management company who will clean your rentals. You want to make sure they're spotless, okay? I know a ton of people in our neck of the woods. If you're in a different state, let me know. I might be able to hook you up with a referral. But a cleaning company will be more than just a cleaning company. You want to find one that will actually help you do small things around the house. Change out a light bulb, replace a battery, recharge your Ring doorbell camera. You need those to maintain, an understanding of who is staying in your house, or maybe they lied to you. Maybe they said they have 4 guests and it's 20 guests and now you need to charge them more, right? So recharging your Ring doorbell cameras, replacing a bath tissue, etc., right? Your cleaning company is going to be your first person on the ground where you're going to hear about any issues you're going to hear about from them, right? They're going to be the ones who let you know what's going on. In addition to having a good cleaning company, you should have somebody who can do some basic maintenance work that the cleaning company might not be able to do, right? hiring a handyman, having them on 24/7 standby, right? Just building up a good relationship with them so they know how important it is for you to take care of things quickly. Because sometimes you only have 4 hours in between, oh my gosh, there's a hole in the wall from the previous guest, to, oh my gosh, my new guest is coming in 4 hours and this hole needs to be patched up, right? What do? We go paint, spackle. Maybe we just hang a painting on top to cover up the hole for now, right? You got to get creative because the Airbnb game can be like that for sure, right? So that's, again, cleaning company, having somebody who can do maintenance for you. These are things that are important. Another thing that's important for you as well is accounting. Talk to your accountant. I pay my accountant probably $175 a month now to do all of the numbers for me, okay? Find a local accountant that can manage your taxes for you, tell you how much you need to pay. They can help set up your home, your Airbnb rental under an LLC to limit your liability, okay? And as far as limiting liability goes and insurances, there's some great resources. Proper.com is a great resource for short-term rental insurance. Listen, if you bought a house 2-3 years ago, okay, you lived in there, and now you want to turn it into a normal short-term rental, right? Your State Farm insurance of $50-$60 a month is not going to cut it. You need short-term rental insurance. You can get it at Safeco, Proper.com. That's going to run you about $250 a month on average, okay? Some places where it's maybe a lot of hurricanes or tornadoes, it will be even more. $250 a month on average is what you should expect, because if State Farm found out that you did a short-term rental in your home, they won't cover any damage. Whereas proper insurance, for instance, if there's a leak from a toilet or whatever, they cover all of those things if a guest did that, right? If you had State Farm insurance, for instance, your normal residential home insurance, it wouldn't cover it. So that's something that you have to have. Also, liability insurance, which you can get at State Farm and some other areas, will be great as well. If you have a pool and somebody drowns, God forbid, right? That's a situation that you want to avoid. So before getting into the Airbnb game, also talk to your accountant to roughly know what to expect and how to set up your rental under an LLC. Talk to your lawyer as well to find out how you can minimize liabilities. And then talk to your lender and real estate agent as well so we can help you out. And guys, this is just video one of probably many that I'm gonna do on this topic, but these are some of the things that you need to think about just as a little preliminary video before you get into the short-term rental game. Now, it is super fun. You can profit a lot of money off of owning a short-term rental, but I want you to know the risks. I want you to know the benefits as well. And look, I'll be shooting more videos on this. If you guys have specific questions, leave them in the comments down below. I would love to answer all of them for you. And yeah, thank you so much for your time. God bless. Hit me up at the number below if you have any questions about this topic specifically as well. And I'll see you in the next video.